Welcome back to Everything in the Gym. I'm your host, Shelby, and this is season 4.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go. How crazy is this?
It's insane. It's wild. Like, I'm sure, like, if you look at the progressions over time, it's going to be like, oh, when did this happen?
We started in a kitchen.
We did. We started in a kitchen, moved to a section of your apartment, and then now, here we are. Wow. It's insane.
These people may not know who you are, though.
No, they don't. They probably don't. And if you do, thank you for being a real one. My name is Christian, or Dio, whichever one you prefer. I am an online fitness personal trainer as well as an in-person trainer. My main passion is just, helping people out because I've been there. I struggled. I didn't know what I was doing. But now that I have at least some experience, I am able to put that in a way to other people can understand it, so that way they don't have to do all the searching, all the research. They can just be like, what do I need to do? Here's the plan. How am I going to, I'll teach you how to do it, and you go from there.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
And you've been a part of every single season.
You can't get rid of me.
You are episode 1 of season 1, episode 1 of season 2. You were in season 3 via Zoom. And I caught you at the right time that you got to be in person.
You hear that? She caught me because I'm an elusive man. Cannot be tied down except by my wife. Shh. Not like that. I just realized what I said. I'm locked in, is what I mean. Pause. You're going to cut that out, right? I don't need our parents listening to that part.
Oh, but yes, and I can't thank you enough for being a part of this journey.
Of course. I thank you for allowing me to be a part of it.
It's still mind-blowing.
It really
cannot
is.
believe we are sitting here.
You have a deck of cards, you have a whole set, you have a backdrop, you have this beautiful man over here helping out, and our beautiful, esteemed manager.
Yes, social media manager.
Social media manager over here. Like, it's a whole
crew.
It's a whole setup, and it's insane.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, we have partnered with Cosmic Media, who is bringing you all the production and the editing. And all I have to do is show up.
I know, it's nice. You just show up, talk, and then that's it.
Yeah. So cool. All right. Well, also, a little bit about me. I am, if you don't know, started this a year ago in September, and we've gone through season 1, season 2, season 3. Now we're on season 4. I am mostly a mom. I'm a wife. Yeah, I'm a wife.
It's like, I do that.
Yes, housewife duties. I teach group fitness, and I'm getting in at the gym every day.
Let me just say, this woman is insane, though. Her abs, her core, the endurance that this woman has is insane. I could not, I might be fit. She's fitter. She can do way more when it comes to the cardio aspect. It is crazy. She's still trying to get me to do a ride class, and I've been putting it off because I'm a little scared.
Next time you come to town.
Yeah, that's what we keep saying. Next time.
Taryn asked me today, she said, how do you have this much energy? I was like, I don't know.
It's just because that's how you feed off of this.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm teaching ride 3 times a week now.
How are you not tired?
I'm not. I will be exhausted by the end of the day.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, I would not be able to do that.
I ran over 3 miles today, this morning.
See? Absolute beast.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
I know.
But in a good way. That's the important part.
Yes. Thanks.
You're welcome. Of course.
All right, sir. I got a question for you.
She has questions. And I'm here for answers, I hope.
Since I have started this journey, you have grown quite a bit.
Did you notice I got taller?
Yeah.
I've been drinking my milk and eating my veggies. It's helped.
Oh, all right, you guys. Drink your milk and eat your veggies.
Exactly. Don't skip out on the milk.
And your protein.
Specifically chocolate milk.
Are you still eating chicken nuggets?
No. Well, I did have some today, though. I don't eat them like that anymore. I'll eat normal whole foods now, which is nice. But every now and then, if I have the ability to and I have the time, I'll go get some chicken nuggets.
Is that because you're married now?
Partially. It does play a big part in it. We have to budget our money, and I don't think chicken nuggets falls on that budget, so it's not a necessity. So I'll get chicken breast, and then I'll make it into nuggets, but that's the kind of the middle ground for it.
Learning how to cook.
I am learning how to cook. Some things. We just got a cast iron skillet, so we're going to be making some steaks, which I'm very excited for because I love steak.
Butter,
So
salt, pepper.
exactly. That's all I need. That's all I need. I don't need anything else. Just that, and we're good.
Yeah. Good quality protein source, too.
The only protein source.
Yeah.
That and chicken.
Yeah.
And protein powder.
Protein powder.
Yeah. And pork chops. Oh, and sirloin. Stop. You're making me hungry. I'm really hungry now.
Be the perfect time to call San Angelo to go.
Honestly, really. It would be. Preston, where you at?
By the way, he told me that you were going to be a little bit scared of me because the muscle growth lately.
I'm scared for like the fact that if I were running from her, she would catch up to me and I wouldn't know. That's exactly how she caught me. That's how we wound up here. She ran after me, tackled me. She was the gazelle or the cheetah. I was the gazelle. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
They're both fast.
Both fast.
That's all that matters.
All right. So, whenever I talked to you the other day about all of this, you also mentioned that you've got something cool happening. Are you allowed to talk about this?
I am indeed. I'm going to tell you real quick. It's fantastic. It's cool. It's huge. Great news. So, I found a new job as a personal trainer at another gym, Texas Family Fitness. Love you. Great stuff. Great people. They're making fitness great again. It's awesome. We're having a great time, and I'm just excited to be back in the gym training people in person. It's fantastic. Huge. Anyone else that's telling you different? Fake news.
I can't believe I did do that. Pretty with stone cold, no reaction.
That was really
I'm
good.
very impressed with myself.
That's staying in there.
I tried. I took improv classes. No, I haven't. I wish I did.
Oh, but yes, you're working as a personal trainer in person again.
Yeah, I finally found me a gym that actually, for one, it lets me feel as if I can actually be a trainer. Like, I love Crunch. I love everything that they stand for. I especially love their values. But as far as it came down to the training aspect, I felt very limited on what my capabilities were because they use a specific set of systems, and those systems kind of create. It's good to have systems in place, but when those systems kind of become your backbone, like everything that you need, and you don't really have any leeway to create new systems, then to me it's like you're being limited. Like I had to run through a certain process, a certain system as far as the training app and all that stuff, and it was just like a lot of hoops that I had to go through. And maybe it could have just been that I didn't take enough time to learn most of it, but compared to where I'm at now, I have full range, full assessments that whatever assessments I want to do, I get to run that. The app that I get to use, I get to run. I could do spreadsheets. I could do whatever I want to do. I have full range on my ability as a trainer now to do that and use my certifications and experience to help people get the results that they want. And so for me, it's really exciting because it's like it's giving me a new fire under me to where I'm like, I really want to learn all this stuff because now it's no longer I have this system in place that's going to basically take care of everything. I'm the system. Mm-hmm. I have to develop everything in order to make sure that my clients get the best results and understand it for the long term. And so I'm just excited to like see where it goes. Plus, I'm surrounded by a lot of like-minded individuals who are also in the same boat that I'm in, where they are doing their own online business as well. Like they have a passion for helping people. It's like it makes me so like grateful to know that I'm where I need to be. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have expected it, but I literally like the timing of everything that was going on was God's deliverance for me because I was looking for a job for a while. I couldn't find a remote job. I wasn't able to find something that would allow me the flexibility to still go and do stuff with my wife and go see family. But now this one's like directly ties into my abilities with my business, but also still gives me the flexibility to like grow and be with my wife. So it's like, it's literally just a full circle win for me. And I'm just like stoked to see what's going to happen. We have some major changes going on with the gym though, but other than that, still great opportunities.
It's so cool to hear.
Yeah, makes me really happy.
I'm excited to see what 2025 is.
Oh yeah, 2025 is going to be insane. I mean,
yeah.
Even just for you, it's going to be a wild ride.
Yeah, I got lots of stuff coming up.
Mm-hmm. Better be paying attention.
Yeah. I'm competing in a high rocks competition.
That's going to be exciting.
So I have 3 months to train for that. It's in March.
Yeah, you got time.
I got time.
I'm ready.
Got it. I'm ready.
I honestly feel like, do you feel like you could do it right now if you had to?
I think I could do it, but I think by the end of it, I would be dragging a little bit. It's a lot of. Do you know what it is?
Yes, because Alex was the one that initially introduced me to it. She showed me what she was wanting to do, and I built it into her program as well. And it was like looking at it, I was like, "That's a lot," and I'm like,
Yeah.
to anyone who does do it is like they're built different because it just seems like so much like your heart rate's gonna be never getting a break, and just all the movements, the explosiveness. I'm like, I couldn't bother doing that.
If you guys don't know what a high rocks is, you start with a 1 kilometer run, and then you go into the ski rig, and then you go back and do another run, and then you sled push, and the women's weight is like 225 pounds for like 200 meters.
That's still insane.
With a doubles partner, I have a doubles partner. With a doubles partner, you can split the work. And then after that sled push, you go into another run, and then you go into a sled pull. So you're pulling it with the rope.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna tire out your grip fast.
And then you go run again, and then you go do a 1,000-meter row. You run again, and then you go do burpee broad jumps. So you're like burpee and then like jumping forward.
No, that whenever I saw that on the program, I was like, I don't know if we should do this right now. At least not this part right now.
Yeah, and then you run again. And then you go do a farmer's carry, and then you run again, and then you do lunges, weighted lunges, and then you run again, and then you go do wall throws, wall ball throws, and then you run to the finish line. And
it just seems like so much. I don't like. I want to know who came up with it and why that order.
Yeah,
because like I'm thinking grip strength is going to give out. Your legs are more than likely going to be toast after the first third or first like fourth of it, and then it's like I'm just like how
I'm doing my first run through in January, like all of it.
Where at?
Just at the gym.
Oh, at the gym.
Yeah,
okay.
We're gonna run through the entire setup. It'll be my
that way insane.
That way I can like test the waters and see
like how your body would respond to it
and how I need to train moving forward. But I'm kind of just pulling all the training like off my own ideas.
Well, that's good. I mean, like it's helping you learn more about it, and plus, I think it also is going to translate to what you can do. In your classes too. Like, you'll be able to tell all your, I guess, kind of like your clients.
Yeah, kind of. Like, I mean, they show up repeatedly. Yeah,
like
so
you're pretty much training them essentially. So you can tell your clients like exactly like the importance of rest, recovery, taking time to actually experiment with different types of cardio and with your workout structure. Like, it's going to be good.
I also don't really know the girl that I'm doing it with a whole lot, and that makes me very excited.
You're both going to show up, and then you're like, okay, so how are we splitting this up?
Well, we're gonna start working out together, like over time. Okay. That way we can get used to each other, but I think it's exciting to just like be locked in with
someone who's like in the same boat.
Yeah.
It is a lot easier when you have someone else who's doing the same thing, because if you're just doing it by yourself, you're probably going to get close to it, like, never mind. Because I have a friend who, she wanted to do like a marathon. I don't remember how long it was, but then she stopped. She didn't really stick with it, which it happens. Like, a lot of other stuff came up, so she couldn't really put the time for it. But it does make it easier whenever someone else is in the same boat. Because now you're like, if they show up and I don't, it's going to make me look bad.
I sent her my workout this morning, and she was like, girl. And I was like, come on, let's go.
Step up. Where you at?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right. You have questions, too.
I do have questions, indeed. Okay. I love this. All right. What has been the biggest personal obstacle that you've had to overcome when it's come to this podcast?
Oh, my gosh.
Which I kind of already know the answer, but I want y'all to hear it.
I know. You've been like one of the first people that I'm like, this is happening, and then I don't want to do this anymore. We got to the end of season 3, and I just, like, towards the end of it, I was just burnt out. It is so hard to have a child running around mentally, and then trying to stay up on top of, like, housework and maintaining, like, my health and my fitness. And I kept telling Taryn, I don't know, man. I don't know if we're going to do this. And then season 3, towards the end of it, there were some things in life that happened, and I'm not going to jump into that right now. But I don't know. I was just okay with letting it be done. I just posted like a little video, and I was like, you know what, guys? I don't know if I'm going to pick it back up. And the amount of people that reached out.
Told you.
And they were like, oh, but I love your podcast, or, oh, I love seeing the clips, or, no, you need to keep going. And I was like, no, it's okay. I even told you, I was like, I think I'm done. I think I'm done.
I was really scared for a moment that like it was really going to be over. And I was like, okay. It's like, no. Like when you told me about this dream project that you had, like, it wasn't just like a lofty dream. It was like, I want this to happen. And I was like, there's no way as a friend that I could let you just be like, like, and unless I at least try my best to be like, are you 100% sure of this? Because like, look at where you're at now.
Well, okay. So there is somebody that you haven't met yet. Well, you have, but not like,
like
in a different form. Yeah. Okay. He works at the gym. His name is James.
James?
I don't know. I just knew that I needed to, like, this person needed to be, like, in my life. And I asked him to mentor me, or at least be my friend. And one of the questions he asked me was, what would it take for you to do a season 4? And actually, like, I have it written in this book. But he's like, what do you want in life, and what do you, like, what is it going to take for you to do it? He's like, because he was talking about, like, how it was his dream to just sit across from people and have conversations. And I wrote this whole long thing about how I wanted to make a positive impact on the world. I kind of wanted to leave my mark, but I wasn't sure what it was. And if it was the podcast, I didn't want to edit, and I didn't want to produce. I wanted to just show up.
Yeah.
And then Cosmic Media over here. They actually reached out to me towards the end of season 3, wanting to help. And, like, I was already so like, I'd already closed my blinders to it. Like, I was like, I don't know. And then he asked me that, and I told him, I was like, I don't want to edit, I don't want to produce. And they reached back out to me the very next day. And I was like, you will not believe the message I got. And I showed it to him, and he's like, see, you should try.
So that's what happens when you have a lot of people that believe in you. It's like, good things just come around.
Yeah. So I think that one was the biggest mental hurdle, just because, like, I was okay with letting it go. And then, I don't know, all these people are like, no, keep going.
And I think, too, it's like when you're comfortable, sometimes when you're comfortable letting something go is whenever it no longer is like I don't know how best to explain it, but it's like it gives you the room to really enjoy every aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because then you're no longer, like, attached to it being perfect or it being successful. You're just like, I'm fine with where it's at. Like, I'm happy with where I've come with it. And now it's like, okay, cool. Now let's take it further. Now that you're happy with it and you can finally, like, you've gotten past that big hurdle of doing it. You've gotten to where you're consistent with it. Now let's just make it happen more often but enjoy it more. Have less work on your end and just make it so you just bring you. That's what you need.
Yeah. And as soon as I met with Cosmic Media, it was like all the ideas just, like, I went home and started working on the deck of cards.
I bet you filled up your journals at home too.
Oh yeah. It feels good to be creative with it again.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you.
I'm excited for season 4, and I've already got, like, a guest list of 10.
Yeah, there's more coming.
There's
Stay
more
tuned.
coming. Good ones.
Turn on your notifications.
Yes,
you don't want to miss it.
Don't miss it.
Ever.
Every Monday.
I don't know the time, but it's happening Monday. You'll know the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows.
Oh, so let's talk about your personal business side of things.
Oh my goodness.
Because you've grown it, right?
Yeah.
You've built your entire brand on your own.
This is temporary for right now. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it yet.
What does it say?
Live and Fit Online Personal Training LLC. It's just what I came up with. I didn't create it, by the way. But it is something that I've kind of envisioned for myself because I'm a huge anime nerd. I obviously love the gym. So it's like I wanted something that embodies both of those things, but I'm also trying to see, like, what else about what I do and why I do this can I embody to, at least visually, to show, because I want it to be something that resonates with other people. Like, yeah, this stands out. You see it and you would think, oh, yeah, that's you, right? But I want it to be like something more meaningful, something a little bit more deep, because I think that when people resonate with something, it it just sticks more, and it leaves a better impact. Because like you, I want to leave a good impact. I want to be able to have a trail of, I want to be in history books at least some way, some fashion, which I think by now with my TikToks, I'm in the history books for other reasons. I'm not going to go into that. No, don't tell them that. If they want to look at it, they can go find it. It's Living Fit 63, I think. I don't remember. I changed it recently. But like with my business, the main thing that I've really been happy with is the impact they're having on my clients. Like, I'm not going to lie. The business aspect on personal training, it's a lot of work and it's really slow sometimes, especially right now with holidays. But I found, and I was telling my wife this, like, the most fulfilling part about it is getting those text messages from my clients saying that this has helped them in so many ways, like mentally, emotionally, like spiritually, financially, like even physically, like obviously physically, like how they move and feel and the way that they interact with other people. Like, I love seeing that change. And so to me, it's so well worth the countless hours spending on research, countless hours on dwelling on whether my content's going to do well or not, on building content. Like, there's so many things that go into it, but every single time I'm like, once I start feeling down, I get a text message and I'm like, that's why it's worth it. That is why I'm doing this, because if I can make that small little change, even if it's not the physical aspect and I change their mindset, the physical will show up because they have a better, healthier mindset, either with food, with themselves, with their family, their friends. Like, I want that for them. And so that's what I do with my business. It's like, I try to focus on just making you a better person, not just physically. If I can do everything else, we're good. Which is why I'm kind of like wanting to lead more toward the health coaching aspect, like wellness or lifestyle coaching. But like it's been a really crazy ride. Like, I wouldn't be where I'm at, one, if it wasn't for my wife, because she truly pushed me to do everything that I'm doing right now. But also just if I didn't have this passion, like if I wasn't this passionate about helping people, like, who knows what I could be doing? I'd probably go back to doing whatever I was doing before. Right.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I have kind of like a deeper question for you
Ooh.
along with all that. When people see you from the outside and then your online presence and you have this personal training business, you look confident.
Oh.
You look so confident.
Going.
If I was to go scroll through your Instagram or your TikTok, you look like you know what you're doing. You look like you have life figured out. Are there days that you still show up insecure?
Oh, 100%. Like, I do the whole you fake it till you make it thing, because a lot of times I'm not confident in myself with a lot of things. And if I'm being very vulnerable and transparent about it, it's like, whenever it comes to the business side, I know nothing about business. I have no idea how to run my business, truthfully. Like, I need mentorship for that, because if I want to run it properly, like, I want to make sure it's done right. But I also know that sometimes you have to take the beatings and learn it as you go. So like, when it comes to my business and stuff, like, I post a lot of posing videos, workout videos, and I have the confidence in what I look like. I mean, there are times I want to look a little bit different, but I also learned to love myself and not put myself down, because I've come so far from where I used to be. So like, whenever I show up purposely when I'm insecure, and I make sure I show up then, because it's like, it's important for me. And I know that if I can do it, I can help other people do it. And if they can do it, like, they're going to be far better than they can ever realize. Like, I have this one girl who I'm training. She's aiming to be a bodybuilder, which to me is insane. Like, to have that kind of connection, because like, one day I want to see her walk the stage. But it's really cool to just show her, like, when we have talks or phone calls or whatever, we share like what vulnerabilities we have, because like, we're human. We're supposed to share that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And she'll tell me about like how, I went to a new gym and I started actually posing in my heels. And I'm like, or she'll post it on her story. And I'm like, it is so insane to me to see that where she used to be to where she's at now. It's all because the work we've done together.
So do you believe that human connection is important in order to grow?
100%. If you do not have human connection, you're not going to grow. And I mean, that can be very like, there are some small cases where you can get away with it. But it's like, look at this podcast. If you didn't have the connections that you had, this probably wouldn't have happened. At least not at the rate that it did.
Yeah.
Same for me. If like, I didn't have connections, I wouldn't learn what I've learned. I wouldn't learn the mistakes and the successes that other people in my field have had that I can implement into my business, or like learning new things. Like, I got into fitness because of someone else, not because of my own wishes. I only started working out in the gym because someone else showed me how. And if he hadn't done that, I guarantee you I probably wouldn't be here. without a doubt, because I would have just kept to myself.
It's the same thing with the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I would not have done it if you hadn't asked me at the very beginning.
Just because you told me about
When
it.
are you going to do this?
And I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Just like with Weston, like I've been on his butt lately about what he's got going on. You know what he's got going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I've been like, hey, what's going on? You said you're going to do this in September. It's November or October. And it's like, it's November now. Now it's December. Where are we at? Like, what's going on? He has a
Baby
deadline,
steps.
by the way. Putting that out there. Listening to this. I put it out on the webs. It's true. She's heard it. She's heard it. He's heard it. We've all heard it. We have witnesses. God's heard it too. Just let him know.
All right. We have about 5 more minutes in this segment. So, what kind of questions you got?
Okay.
Do you have another one?
Let's see. Which one do I want to make? What is your favorite mindset shift or lesson that you've gained from someone else on the podcast?
No. That's hard.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I learned something different from each person I talked to. Oh, and that even goes into like the gym too, because I talk to way more people in the gym than I even do on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think the biggest takeaway from having conversations with people is that everybody's going through something. Every single person is going through something that we have no idea about. And like it even ties into the ride room. I've had multiple people ask me lately, "You're so happy. How are you so happy?" And I think you have to practice it.
100%.
Which that also ties into the ride room too. Bree and I had this conversation. Bree from Colorado. She asked me, because she's working on a psychology degree, and she said, you are one of the few people that I know that can go from like a very negative mindset to now look at you like you're spewing out with positivity. And I think a lot of that ties to the ride room.
Yeah.
You've never been in my ride class, so you don't know. But I have filled
I
up
was sick that day.
3 books of... I create my playlist every single ride class. And so I have over 200 playlists for ride, and they are all written out in here. And there are things written in these books that I tell these people, and I'm almost certain that my brain is taking these things that I'm telling these people. And it's just like the repetitiveness. It's kind of like affirmations. The more you say it, the more your brain eventually believes. Like, I'll read you some of them. There's a good one. Never forget your power, even when you're tired. Even when you're knocked down, you're not knocked out. There's so much more. Dust yourself off and keep going.
That's
like,
good.
it's things like that. Your mindset is everything. I taught on one the other day. Your mindset can either be your prison or it can be your palace.
Ooh, that's good.
And so, like, these are things that I am, every single class. And I'm teaching 3 times a week. And so my brain has nothing but, like, these positive things running through it. And I think it takes a while, especially when you are going through so many things, it takes a while to find that mindset. But I 100% believe that your mindset changes everything.
100%. Words have power.
Yeah.
That's like I know you go to church and stuff, and so like one of the things that I've learned from the Bible is that your words have a lot of power. Like they have power over life and death. And like if you look at the studies that they've done with plants, like if you talk mad smack to a plant, it's going to die.
Yeah.
You talk it up, you hype it up, flirt with it a little bit, it's going to grow.
Hey.
And exactly. So Leafy Green, how you doing? Like I see you blooming over there. Shoot. Like it's so important to speak goodness into your life, because when you do that, like you attract it, you're surrounded by it, you notice it more. Like if you only speak negativity, you like another quote by I think Uncle Iroh, Avatar fans, if you see this, like if you only seek darkness, that's all you're gonna see. But if you seek the light, you'll be enveloped in it and stuff. And so like it's so important that you have that positive aspect in your life, that you do positive affirmations, read the Bible, talk to a friend. Like any of those things is gonna help you be surrounded by more of that. The more you gravitate towards, the more you're going to be in it.
Yeah. Energy attracts energy.
100%.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. That's good.
That's a great conversation, too.
I love these conversations.
All right, you guys, we are going to hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back soon. Hey, entrepreneurs and creatives. Tired of the same old work-from-home job routine? Discover San Angelo Studios, your new favorite co-working space in downtown San Angelo. At San Angelo Studios, choose from flexible desk, private offices, or vibrant open spaces tailored to your needs. Enjoy high-speed Wi-Fi, fully equipped meeting rooms, and a cozy coffee bar to keep you filled all day long. But it's not just about the workspace. Join a community that inspires collaboration with regular networking events and workshops. Plus, with 24/7 access, you can schedule your own work. Ready to elevate your workday? Visit sanangelostudios.com and book a free tour today. San Angelo Studios. Work for yourself, not by yourself. And we are back. Now, we are bringing in a new segment called Deck of Cards, and this Deck of Cards is sponsored by Live and Fit.
Oh,
Oh!
I sponsored it. Look at me go. Making good connections.
So what you are going to get with Deck of Cards is there are 50 different questions in this deck. There is blue, pink, and green. The blue cards are real life questions. The pink cards are gym and fitness. And the green cards are fun for all. So we have deep, meaningful conversations. We have gym questions, of course. And then the fun for all are just really funny,
Let me get my
lighten the mood kind of questions.
question answering. Muscles flex. Ugh. Okay. So we're starting with real life first.
Starting with real life first.
Let's get into the nitty gritty.
Oh my goodness. What is your greatest fear in this current time?
Ooh.
So am I answering this or are you answering this?
We can both answer it.
You go first.
Okay. My greatest fear in this time. I think my greatest fear in this time is allowing me to be 100% myself through social media, through this podcast. My idea for 2025 is from a Big Brother standpoint. So I have applied to be on Big Brother 3 times.
And she's going to get it. Eventually. It's going to happen.
And so my idea is I am working fitness-wise for comps.
Okay.
Gonna go slay in there. And then mentally, it is having conversations with people and figuring out how to communicate well. But also being authentically me.
Okay.
Being vulnerable, letting the world see, because if I make it on Big Brother, the world's going to see anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
They're going to see it all.
Yeah.
Do you feel, have you done anything specific lately to kind of help you get past that, to get to to feeling more like, to bring in your authentic self, to show up as your more authentic self?
I think it's just more about having meaningful conversations, learning about who I am, learning how others view the world and how they are moving through life. And I think it's going to take a while, but I think I am closer to the version of me and a version of me that I really, really love than I have been in a very long time. What's
one thing that you have learned about yourself that surprised you the most, that either contradicts what you previously thought about yourself to now?
That I have a lot more support around me. Coming from somewhere, like growing up, I didn't have a ton of like touches around me, but I feel comfortable now moving forward being the full version of me because of the people that are around me. I've kind of built a tribe of people. And
that's awesome.
it's good.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Your turn.
Like oh, here I thought we were going to get away from talking about my fears. I would probably say that either I'm never going to really get past the fear of rejection in the sense of, or the fear of being like called a fraud, because kind of touching up on the insecurity part, like whenever it comes down to like, there's so much information out there and I want to make sure that I know it all, because it's like, in fitness especially, there's so many different takeaways that people have. There's so many different camps. Like there's the optimal camp, there's the bro camp, there's the super scientific camp. Like there's so many different camps out there that it's hard to figure out where I fit in those camps, because I don't want to be someone that spreads misinformation. But a lot of times too is like some of the information out there isn't what most people are needing. Sometimes it's just like simple, don't do this, do this. Or like I know this one guy who he's been on an optimal kind of trend recently, which is good. Like it's true. It's good to know the science about things, but I have my own beliefs on certain things. Like it's not everyone's here to be optimal. Like no one is. If we were all trying to be optimal, there'd be so many different changes out there, and everyone would be super fit, right? Mm-hmm. But it's all about learning what works for the person, and I want to make sure that whenever I learn these things, I'm not stuck into being one track minded. I want to be open, and it's been a big challenge recently to be more open minded about things.
Be teachable.
Yeah, like to be teachable, especially like in the new field that I'm in. Like it's hard to be open to that, but I'm trying to, so that way when I do express what my thoughts are, I'm doing it authentically, I'm doing it confidently without, if someone does correct me, I'm like, okay, like be humble about it. Be like, all right, let me do my research on this. Cool. Thank you for bringing this up to me, because I want to make sure that I do spread information, but I also want to make sure it's at least factual. And if it isn't, then double back and then work on learning it. It's just, for me, it's like hard to get past that and to be more vocal about it. Cause like I don't post a lot of talking head videos, but that's my goal. I want to be able to showcase like my knowledge and stuff, but I always feel afraid that I'm like, there's so much more knowledge out there. Like there's still studies over food and nutrition that we don't even know about. And
imposter syndrome.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like I have bad imposter syndrome at times, because I'm like, I want to make sure that I'm doing the best I can for the person, whatever they're paying me. Like I don't want to do them a disservice. I want to make sure that they pay me for the reason to get them to the result that they want, and also express it and teach it to them. Because I never expected to be a teacher, but technically I am a teacher.
You are.
So like I have to also be teachable in order to teach others. And that's my main fear, is just never getting over that hump of the fear of rejection, the fear of like never getting over the imposter syndrome. I know I will eventually see, talking about positivity, you have to speak it, but it's not going to happen at this moment.
Yeah.
It's going to happen later. It's not right now.
It's just like baby steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Good answer. What is one exercise you avoid?
Leg press. Leg press
after you got hurt.
Yeah, I will not touch leg press for a while, because I am deathly afraid of it. Anytime I see someone else doing it, I freak out. I actually have some minor PTSD with it, because that experience was not fun. I will not, like, I remember the pop. I remember how I felt. I remember blacking out almost. Like, I remember every step of the way of that day, and I do not want to experience that again. So I won't ever touch the leg press again. I'll do deadlifts. Deadlifts I'm fine with. Never touching leg press.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Never again.
Mine is, I avoid these, and so many people tell me not to, but I do.
Wait, are you going to be back squats?
Yep.
I knew it.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. I just, something about all that weight being on my like spine, my back. It's just not comfortable.
Okay. Can I change your mindset a little bit on that?
Sure.
So I want you to think about when you're doing your trap bar deadlifts. Okay. If you really think about it, it's the same load, just in a different angle. So you're still putting a lot of compression on your spine regardless. In fact, you'd probably be a little bit more at risk when you're doing trap bar deadlift, just because of the angle and the compression on your back. Now, if you're doing squat, it's going to be a lot safer, and if you do it more, you're actually building up the strength in your spine.
I don't want
that would help you. Now, I'm just saying, you don't necessarily have to do squat. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. You could do front squat, you could do hack squat, you could do leg press. You could do, if I can't say it, it's like Voldemort. I can't say that name. Or like whatever. Like, you can still do any other quad exercise, but I do think some version of doing squat would benefit you in the long run, because when you're older, you need to be able to squat stuff.
All right, coach.
Just saying, longevity reasons, right?
When I get done with high rocks, maybe I'll throw it in there.
There you go. Like, you don't have to do a lot of weight. You can do goblet squats. Like, you can
I do goblet squats.
Yeah,
I just don't do like on the bar setup.
Do it every now and then.
Yeah.
Throw a plate on there.
All right.
You don't even have to do heavy weight. You can do it lightweight. Like, I won't do heavy weight no more. I'll do lightweight because my knees bother me now.
Oh, you're getting old.
I know, I'm getting old. It's hard to remind
How old
me.
are you?
We're not going to talk about 26. Respectfully, it's not that old, but I feel old. I wake up every morning. Oh, my back. Here we go.
Green card.
I'm not going to make a joke. Okay. You are creating the ultimate sandwich. What goes on it?
Why is that funny?
Because I'm trying to think, what would I put in a sandwich? What would you put?
I would make the ultimate peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
But what kind of peanut butter?
Crunchy.
What kind of bread?
What kind of bread? A part of me is telling a croissant bread would be so good. Like the flaky
Interesting. Yeah,
like
that would be
texture
interesting.
with crunchy peanut butter. And then you could put, I love grape jelly. So like fresh grape jelly.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, maybe a banana on it. That'd be
That
so
would be
good.
pretty
And then
good,
you could
actually.
toast it so it's like slightly warm and it's like
You have to
gooey.
toast it.
Yeah.
If you don't toast it, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's good, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I have to compete with.
I feel like yours is like protein based.
I was gonna think immediately I was like, protein powder? I'm like, I don't know what I would put on. I'm like, I don't eat a lot of sandwiches. What would I put on a sandwich?
Chicken nuggets.
I actually probably would sirloin? Can I put a sirloin on a sandwich? Can I
You
make
could,
a
like,
sirloin sandwich?
cut
Is
it
that a
up.
thing?
It can be. It's your sandwich.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a 6-ounce sirloin, cooked meat, well done.
Do you cut it up or do you just put the
No,
whole
we just leave it in there. We should probably cut it up. Whole wheat toast. So it's toasted.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Not too dark, not too light. Just in the middle. It's got a little sprinkle of protein powder on the side. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. It's unflavored protein powder.
Okay.
Yes. And no, you know what? It's homemade bread with protein powder as one of the bases. I don't know if that's possible, but I like the
We're
idea.
building it.
That's all I got.
Do you put cheese on it?
No.
Do you put condiments on it?
No.
So you're just going steak and bread?
Yep. Steak and bread.
Oh.
I don't eat a lot of sandwiches. I told you. I'm not a sandwich guy.
You're going to take a bite of that and it's going to just be like dry.
To me, it's tasty. I don't use no condiments. Everything's dry for me, but I love it.
All
It's
right.
got flavor, robust flavor.
Is that the ultimate sandwich for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Ultimate sandwich. No, wait, it has to have one of the infinity stones in it. So when I eat it, then I have power.
Okay.
My boy gets it. He knows. He knows. He gets it. Yo. Nerds.
Anybody else get it?
Whoop, whoop. Y'all better. I'm the only one here that didn't. Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
You ready?
I think so.
This one might make you cry.
I don't want to cry on the podcast. I would do it. Is it going to make me cry?
What is something you have experienced that changed your life?
Ooh. Well, can we get a type? What are we talking about? Like something good, something negative?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's something that happened.
What was the question again?
What is something you have experienced that changed your life?
My wife.
Your wife.
Yes. I would say her because, especially in the last 4 years, I have had such, blessing after blessing after blessing. And a lot of them are blessings in disguise. Like, meeting her, for one, when I did, was perfect timing, was God's timing. Then getting the job that I wanted as a personal trainer at Crunch, and her being the one that, was a catalyst for it, blessing, again, from God. Then me, doing my social media, my Instagram, all because of her. Mm-hmm. Had she not convinced me that it was important for me to do it, I would not be where I am at today. I cannot hype her up enough, but also I have to give credit to God for blessing me with her because she's truly like an angel. I was telling one of my friends, she has all the qualities that I wish I had in myself because she's ambitious, she's driven, she's super intelligent, and she can pick up anything and just learn it and be really good at it. And that's something that amazes me. She has so much knowledge. And as much as I'm sure anyone who's been married or in a long-term relationship understands, it's hard to take someone else's advice and at times because it's this is my baby, this is my thing, but this is also my baby. Mm-hmm. I have been very blessed to just be able to slowly chip away at that pride that I've had to where whenever she gives me an idea, I actually take it. I actually look into it because she's got really good ideas. A lot of my posts, the direction I've been going, with the other stuff that I'm working on too behind the scenes, it's been because of her. It's truly, she has been the best experience that I've ever had in my life. Mm-hmm. And I cannot I don't know what would have happened without her being a part of it.
Mm-hmm. That's beautiful.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
You need to get that tattooed.
I should get it on my back. Listing off what I just said. Just like
Everything.
Anyone who wants to know, just read my back. That explains it. What about you?
Okay. I want to say the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's kind of cliche, though. Like,
I mean, not necessarily. I mean, at the end of the day, it is your story.
Yeah.
'Cause I mean, my answer was pretty cliche.
Yeah.
I went with my wife. But it's true. That's my truth.
whenever I sat down in the kitchen to record that first episode, like, I had no idea that it was going to put me here.
Yeah.
Like, I want to say that is something that I experienced and I've grown through and, like, I've had to, like, grow with. And it's kind of cool to watch it now kind of, like, be pulled in other directions. Yeah. It's been one of the coolest roller coasters I've ever been on.
Heck yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, it really has, like, we could really rattle off everything, all the conversations you and me have had, and just the timing of everything. I mean, earlier you said something about trajectory.
Trajectory.
Yeah, I said something, and you were like, oh, you have no idea, like, the dots are connecting?
Oh,
Or is that something different?
I can talk about the dots. Taryn knows about all the dots.
Taryn, you know about dots?
The dots that led to season 4, just like they blow my mind, and like there's still dots that are happening. I actually wrote this one down, James, today. You had mentioned something at the beginning before we even started recording about trajectory and that it was going to be like life-changing. The first thing that James told me this morning was along the lines of, what if it's the breakthrough for the life you were meant for?
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, what if this is the breakthrough
It's
for
not
what I was meant?
It is.
It is.
I mean, we're watching it unfold.
Yeah.
Like in real time, it's happening right now.
And just that, like, he had told me that this morning, and then you come in and you're like, it's going to change your whole trajectory.
Like, and to me, like that is like where I see God's work in it, because when you have all these multiple signs that pointing to yes, a lot of times it can be where things might be pointing yes, but it's really no. Like it is so crazy to like see all these things happen and line up the way they are. It's like you can't like tell me that's not from a higher power. You can't tell me that's not God working in that way, right? Like it is insane, like how that happens.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. There's been a lot of dots since like September till now, and I told Taryn, oh my gosh, there's this dot
you need to put it on the wall, like follow the dots.
Yeah.
Dot.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
All right, pink card.
Pink card?
Pink.
You just did pink.
I did blue.
Oh.
We just did real life.
Okay. Which muscle group is your favorite to work out?
Right now, it's back and by.
Yeah, look at them cannons, guys. Wow.
Yeah.
Watch out with them. You need to get the license.
Yeah. I will say,
long sleeves, concealed carry.
I did rip a pair of leggings the other day, though, so that was cool.
Let's go. That means the gains are gaining.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But back and by every day, it's my favorite every time.
I'd probably say the same. Legs used to be one of my favorites, but because my knee's been aching me a lot lately, I haven't been able to train the way I want to, so it's not been the same. Back is still one of the only muscle groups that I just can't get enough training. Like, I love training it.
Your back is growing, too.
Thank you. I'm trying. I'm really trying. My current goal right now is my shoulders and my arms and my chest. But because back, I think it'll be easiest to grow fast. If I start doing deadlifts again, it will help. But
how long? I can't remember. How long have you been lifting?
8 years.
8 years, yeah.
I would say 4 to 5 years of that has been actually serious and like detailed. The last 3 has been a little bit more methodical. Like I've actually written out programs for myself. I've actually followed through with those programs instead of just jumping from workout to workout like I used to. Like I got decent results from that, but you get to a point where you can't go. You hit a ceiling and you can't go any further. So I had to, excavate a new room and then build up from there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Taryn and I followed through starting in September until current with a program that I written up. And the muscle growth from it has been.
What's the experience you've had with writing your own program?
I kind of Taryn and I have been working out together for a while. And so I kind of took things that we have been doing, and I told her we were actually coming back from a vacation. And I was like, write this down. We're going to do this for 6 weeks. And she's like, okay, so then when we got home from vacation, we got sick. And then after we got sick,
That's what happens.
we came home, and we followed through with it. And then I body scanned, and I had gained a little bit of muscle. I had lost some body fat. And then I told her, I was like, we're going to do it again for 4 weeks, but we're going to add like an accessory into it. And then I ended up gaining 4 pounds of muscle within that time frame.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Within 4 weeks. So I gained 4 pounds of muscle within 4 weeks. And then I'll scan again at the end of the year just to see where it's coming from.
I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like.
Yeah. Following through with a workout.
You should always follow through with the muscle.
That's
why I think it's so important. A lot of people think that you have to have like you need to do different workouts all the time. It's like if you just write up a program, for the most part, it'll get you very far because it's consistent. And as long as you push the boundaries a little bit more each week, you will see a lot of growth. The second you just go from workout to workout, your body's not getting enough time to adapt.
Yeah.
See, this is the stuff that I wish I would just be saying on camera. But when I get the camera in my face, I'm like, what do I say? What do they not know? What do they need to know? But now it's like
it's easier when there's somebody sitting across from you.
Why can't you just sit across from me when I have ideas?
I saw a video.
Just teleport over and we'll do this.
We'll just FaceTime.
Yeah, exactly.
Zoom. I saw a video saying that it's because humans are built for like this. We're not built to like look at the screen and like just talk to ourselves through the screen.
I can't look at you and talk to you. It's freak me out.
It is hard. It is hard to turn on the phone. I don't know how many times I record.
Yeah, same.
It's like
I've
4 or 5 times.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
If I was to put somebody in front, like behind the camera, I could be like, hey.
I'm going to have my wife like, here, stand here, hold. Babe, let me tell you this.
Yes.
Then I'm going to do it. And then everyone's going to be like, why are you calling me babe?
Yeah.
Like, y'all are all my babes now. That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. So you do green next.
What time do you wake up? I love this question for you.
So it's changed now that I live in Dallas and I'm married, but not by a lot, literally just by an hour. So I used to wake up every morning at 3:30 because I would do, my routine was at the first hours for me to do whatever I want to, kind of give myself my me time, take my supplements, eat some breakfast, and then get into my day. And then I'll go work out and stuff like that. What are you looking at? You keep looking down. I was like, what is it?
Sorry.
But now what I do is same kind of structure. I wake up at 4:30 every day because I'll usually go to bed around like 9:30ish to 10. And then what do I do? I'll read through the Bible. I will eat breakfast and then prep for my workout. Go to the gym. Now my routine will be go to the gym, then go to work, train for an hour or however long I need to. Then come home, do my actual work for my business and reading and studying and all that stuff. Then my wife will wake up around 4-ish. I'll hang out with her for the 2 hours. Then I shut off after that. Usually I'll still work around that time, but it just depends. I will work based on what I have that needs to get done and what I'm doing. If I'm watching like Netflix and working on like some projects that don't need my full attention, but I can still get a lot done, I'll do that. But other than that, I will wake up at 4:30 every day.
Yeah. You're the reason I wake up at 4:30 every day.
It feels good though,
does.
right?
I remember having conversations when I first started at the gym and you'd be like, I wake up at 4 every day. And I was like, you are wild. And then I just made it a New Year's resolution to wake up at 5 in the morning. And now
Wait. So are you starting at next year? Or
no,
are you
I started
that.
I started that 2 years ago.
Okay.
I wake up at 4:30, 4:20 every morning.
I was just
now.
making sure because I'm all about New Year's resolutions, but I'm like, if we're gonna have this talk now, you might as well start tomorrow.
No.
Like, don't wait till next year. Do it right now.
No.
Wake up at 5.
No, you, me, and James are the only people I know that wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
That's crazy.
And I love it. Taryn thinks I'm crazy.
Taryn, why is that crazy? It's good. It's healthy for you. It helps you get your day started. And be an early bird. Be a different bird. Stop being an owl. Be something like what?
But yeah, I don't know. I love my mornings, and it's nice because when Kratzby wakes up, I've been up for like 2 hours.
Yeah, and it also helps you out with like. Sometimes, like, whenever you wake up, if you're with other people, you don't always have that initial battery for that. You need a time to, like, recharge. And actually, even though you're asleep, you need actual time to, like, okay, I've had my me time. Now I'm ready.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, whenever you just wake up and you roll straight out of bed and you start talking to people, like,
I'm grumpy.
you're getting the wrong version of them at that point. They've been up awake. They've been alert, all that stuff. Like, okay, now I can be sociable.
Yeah.
Like, now I can actually do stuff.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Blue card.
Blue card. Are you happy with the way you spend your time?
For the most part, yes.
Elaborate.
I could get off my phone more. And I could utilize the time that I spend on my phone doing other things.
Indeed, you could. I do believe this is quite true.
Going into 2025, my word of the year is discipline. And that is actually something that I am going to have to work on.
And you will do great at it, I understand.
Yeah. But that is, other than that, yeah, I get to spend my time with my daughter, my husband, the gym.
How's my hubby doing? How's my cutie patootie doing?
He's good.
Good, I miss
He's
him.
working all the time.
Good. Oh, well, good and bad.
Yeah.
He needs to take a break, but it's good that he's working.
But yeah, I'm pleased with how I spend my time right now.
That's
besides
important.
the phone.
Yeah.
No. All right, we'll go through all the colors again one more time.
Okay. We'll do this quick.
Yeah, you answer yours.
Yes and no. I do wish I had more time to spend with family and do more activities with my wife, but I also wish I also had more time to actually learn. I spent more time learning. I don't spend enough time with the knowledge aspect, especially when it comes to content creation. That's an area that I'm really, really wanting to get better at, and also personal stuff like learning Spanish, playing the guitar. Like those are two things I really, really want to do. I'm also highly kind of thinking about going and learning MMA. Don't know why. I know it's completely left field for me because I'm not a violent person and I don't really like to do all that. But I read a comic and it made me really motivated to want to learn it because of the discipline and the coolness of it. I'm like, I kind of want to train MMA.
Yeah.
Just to train for the fun of it, not actually compete. No,
Yeah.
I'm never doing that. No.
I think
My
it'd
wife would kill me if I did that.
I think it'd be cool to hear that journey.
Oh yeah, once I learn what I need to do and figure out there's a gym, which I'm sure there's one in Dallas. If I find a place that I can learn it, I might document that journey because I think it'd be cool.
Starting something new. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the amount of things you'll learn from it too.
Mm-hmm. There's
Yeah,
gonna be so
that's so
much
cool.
to learn from it. Like they are different. They are a different breed.
Yeah.
All right, you go.
Pink. What is your current split?
Upper lower 4 times a week. I'm going to change it soon to maybe 5 times a week because I'm going to be at the gym almost all the time. So I'm like, I might as well. But I also have to figure out what I'm going to do because I work 4 days out of the week at Texas Family Fitness, and then I need to have time to record my workouts and stuff, but not too much because I'm taking a break from recording a little bit since I have plenty of content I just need to get through. So I'm just going to focus on using what I have and then move back into getting in my swing of things. But that's currently what I'm doing right now. It's just upper lower, maybe like a few ab days in between, but that's kind of what I'm working with.
You better be working those abs.
I'm trying. I promise. I really do because I have to, especially when I'm working.
Yeah.
Got to be able to educate them how to turn their abs.
Yeah. I am actually in the middle of switching my split. I have been at the gym 7 days a week, though. I know. I did not intend to be there every day, but when you teach 3 ride classes and one of them is on Saturday. So my current split was leg day, and then on Monday, and then Tuesday was chest and tri with ride. And then Wednesday, back and by. And then Thursday was kind of like a rest and ride.
Okay.
And then Friday, it was lower body. And then Saturday, teaching ride again. And then Sunday, yoga.
Okay, so it's more like...
There's restful times in there.
So it's more like 3 to 4
3 to 4
weight
lifting.
training days. Okay.
Lots of cardio.
Okay, that's fine.
However, training for the high rocks now, my days are going to be a lot more cardio.
Yep.
There's going to be running almost every single day. I don't fully know what my split is going to look like come 2025, but I'm ready for it.
All we know is it's going to be awesome. It's going to look great. It's going to work exactly for what you need.
So fun. All right, last card pull.
Last card. What TV show or movie would you wish to be in?
I got this one. Do you need time to answer?
I kind of might.
I would be in One Tree Hill. And I would be Brooke Davis's friend.
I think I remember seeing parts of that, but never the actual show, so
It
I don't
is
really know
about
what it is.
basketball. It is about these 2 brothers who they have the same dad, different moms.
Okay.
And they both play basketball. One plays on a river court. One plays like in an actual like basketball gym.
Okay.
Anyway, they end up playing together, and it goes on for like 9 seasons. And they like it takes them from teenagers all the way until like adults and children. And
That's actually a really cool show. Like they went that far.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think there's over like 130 episodes. I
Cakewalk.
have binge watched all of them multiple times. Throw me in there right now.
Maybe I'll need to watch it then.
Yes.
I'll look into it.
Yeah, please geek out.
I will. I like geeking out on shows. All right. I think for me, real quick, anime. Any anime, doesn't matter. Because I just want to be cool, powerful, strong, train crazily because, like, why? What else would I want to do? I don't want to be in a real life show because I'm living life right now. I want to live something I don't get to do. I want to be an anime. I want to fight dragons. Okay. I want to fly. I want to meet aliens. I want to shoot fire from my hands. I want to do something cool. Rockstar, America.
What would your outfit look like?
I'd be shirtless. As long as I'm buff, either skin tight or shirtless. That's the only way to go. Maybe a little one pant leg ripped so you can see the quad. I don't know. That'd be my guess.
You need like a avatar of you.
Oh, I should do that.
You should do that.
There's AI. I can do that. I'm going to do that later.
Make an avatar of you.
I wonder if it'd make me bald.
Do you want to be bald?
No.
No.
If I have to, I wouldn't mind it.
Just buy a toupee.
Oh, no. I'm not doing that. I'll just buy an anime wig and wear it all the time. I'll wear Goku's wig.
Okay. Oh, all right, you guys. That concludes our deck of cards segment. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors, and we will be back soon. Hey, business owners and brand builders. Are you struggling to create eye-catching content for your social media without breaking the bank? The Local Guys have you covered with affordable content packages designed to elevate your online presence. With the Local Guys, you get top-notch visual content without the hefty price tag. Our packages are tailored to help businesses like yours shine on social media, attract more followers, and engage in your community. Plus, our convenient texting service sends you reminders to schedule and post your content, making it easier than ever to stay on top of your social media game. Ready to elevate your social media game affordably? Visit thelocalguys.sa.com today and find the perfect package for your business. The Local Guys, affordable content to elevate your brand. And we are back.
Where'd we go? We always play this game.
I think you've said that every time.
I have because it's funny. It's my thing. It's my little joke.
Yo thing. All right. We are going to get into a segment where I ask you 4 questions that I am going to ask every single guest.
I love it.
All right. First question. What is your biggest struggle right now?
Biggest struggle right now. I want to say retaining all the information and finding the right information to actually spend time on. I have a lot of books. I've been big into reading. Honestly, you and my wife have been a big proponent to that because you always have all these great books and recommendations. I'm like, oh, okay, I need to read that book. Like, there's so many books and things that I want to research. Like, I want to go through my personal training certifications again, just to like reevaluate and like reassess and relearn everything, as well as like all the new information that I'm trying to get. Like, there's so many things out there. I'm just like, what do I pick? Decision paralysis is my weakness. It's it's literally like makes me so mad because I have it all the time. And so I think just trying to figure out which direction I need to go as far as what's gonna actually help me learn and retain it, and what I need to learn is my biggest struggle right now, because I know once I get it, I'm fine. But I need to figure out what works for me, because not a lot of it sticks. I have to do it like over and over and over again for it to actually stay up there.
Yeah.
I wish this thing was like a steel trap, but it's not.
Yeah. It's like you've got all these stones in front of you.
I know. I literally have like all these things. I'm like, I could go for that one, but then there's this one.
Yeah.
So it's just hard.
Figuring out which one's the right.
I would be spinning my head all day just being like, I could do this, or then I don't finish something because I started it and I'm like, oh, dang it. Never mind. So yeah.
I think my biggest struggle right now would be just staying organized with everything I've got my hands in.
Yeah.
That's why I'm taking discipline. That's my word of the year, because I really want to dial into being organized with
it does
all
take a
the
while.
thoughts. Yeah.
It is hard. I definitely recommend you use your calendar a lot.
Yeah.
That's something I started doing because of work. I have to use my calendar more. So I've been putting everything I'm going to do throughout the day on my calendar. So it's like, okay, once that time's over, you're done with it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how much you got through with it, you're done with it. If you need to do it tomorrow.
Yeah. Do you set your calendar up? Do you set it up every morning, or is it something you do like at a week at a time?
Kind of at a week at a time. It depends. If I know I need to do more stuff the day before, I'll add it and switch it. But I typically will probably either do it 2 days at a time or a week at a time. If I do it a few days at a time, it's a little bit more manageable because then that way I'm not like, I would want to try to get something done today. If not, I push it to tomorrow, as opposed to being like, oh, I didn't get it done today and I already booked my schedule. I'm not going to be able to do it till next week.
So you leave some time open.
Yeah, I leave some time so I always have leeway to it because that makes the most sense to me to be more flexible because some days I don't know what's going to happen each day.
Yeah.
I might have a full calendar, but then it's all thrown away because me and my wife got to go do something else, or I have to go travel, or I get called into work. Like, I don't want to create a schedule I know I'm not going to be able to maintain.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What is one of your proudest moments this far?
Ooh. I woke up again today. I'm just kidding. That's very dark. I would say the connections, the people who I've helped bring closer to God is probably one of my proudest moments, just because as someone who never thought I would be this close with God, even though there's still a lot more room for me to grow in that, knowing that I was able to help other people get close to God, like, that just warms my heart, because I know that it was something that I wish I would have had a lot sooner. I wish I would have had more of a deeper connection with him earlier on. But now seeing that my friends are now getting closer to him, it also helps me, motivates me to be closer with him. So, like, that's something that I'm very proud of. And I mean, like, me and my wife got baptized the same day on my birthday, which is also really cool.
Yeah.
And some of my friends got baptized. So I was like, who would have thought? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, all it takes is a simple invite, and then here they are. So
Yeah. I actually started going to church because of you. So,
see,
yeah.
go to church, people. It's important. It's helpful.
My proudest moment, I mean, we're looking at it. I'm so proud of this.
It's right here.
Yeah.
All of this.
I'm proud of it.
Like, look how cool these, like, this
This
card has season 4 on it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
They're holographic too.
What?
Yeah. The sides are holographic.
I could stare at this for hours.
And I
It's
think
a rainbow.
I don't know, those cards are, I think they're going to be something I carry around for a while. So
I like
hopefully
it.
a lifetime.
I think it looks really good.
Thanks. I'm proud of it.
I'm trying to keep it organized.
If you could give anybody honorable mention, who would you give honorable mention to and why?
My wife. She has recently begun a little business adventure all on her own. I'm very excited for it because it's literally like, I know, like I was telling her, I know for a fact you're going to make it work. It's going to be super successful. I have no doubt in my mind because the level of intent that she has, the level of drive that she has, like, nothing is going to stop her. Mm-hmm. And I'm just so happy to see, like, where she's at right now because, like, one, it motivates me a lot to, like, know that, like, me and her both have our own businesses that we can build together. Mm-hmm. I can help her. She can help me. It's like, it is something that I'm just extremely grateful to be a part of and just be able to watch her be lifted up. Like, I'm like, literally, I have watched everything fall into place for her. I've been in some of her meetings, heard how they were going. I'm like, I'm literally so stoked for this because whatever she needs, I'm there. I'm going to help her out with it because, like, I'm literally just so proud of her. Like, it is so crazy to see, like, where she's come from, like, and where she's about to go. It's like, I don't even know how to express it.
Yeah. Let's go, Destiny.
That's my wife. That's my baby.
2025.
I love you, babe. That's not for anyone else, so don't take that out of context. I love my wife only, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's not for y'all. I do love y'all, but not like that.
Yeah.
It's my wife.
Married. Whoops.
It was the first thing I caught you. Oh no. I can't put it in the mic.
Felt it. Oh, who I would give honorable mention to. Gosh, there's so many people. Mm-hmm. There's so many people to pick. I'm going to give honorable mention to somebody that has been going through a tough time. Mm-hmm. Kendall Stacy. I don't know if you remember him. He's been at Crunch for a long time. I was talking to him.
Short.
Yeah, he usually wears blue.
Okay. Yeah, I saw him today.
His dad is going through a rough time right now, and so I don't know, I just want to shout him out. I know that he's been going through some mental moments, and I know, like, showing up to the gym has been hard, and he's been making it happen, so...
It is tough.
Yeah.
It's not easy, especially, like, with everything going on. I can only imagine, like, with everything that's happening. It's like the gym is probably the last place he would normally be at, but it's good that he's still going because I know it will help him with everything else and keep him present and able to support everything that's going on.
Yeah, that's who I give honorable mention to.
I'm praying for you, buddy. Love you, man.
Oh, all right. I am going to switch things up just a second because Taryn had a question for you.
Damn it, Taryn.
That I'm going to throw in before we get to the end.
Let's go for it.
So your social media has grown over time. I actually wrote down how many followers you have. You have 70.6 thousand followers on TikTok.
I do.
What is your mindset going into social media now?
I've been researching a lot of different ways to make my social media pop out a little bit more, like editing, jump cuts, all these things, like retention, because like a lot of it is a psychology game. Like you have to make sure that one, you're providing something that's going to be useful in the moment, or answering a solution, answering a problem, or it's got to be something that's entertaining. Like my goal is overall to entertain people because, like, especially with TikTok, that's my entertainment source. I want to entertain and also provide people a safe place to confide in because I want to make sure that everyone's having a good day, especially for those who are struggling. Like, if one of my videos pops up and it makes them laugh and they've been going through something, that makes me, like, I couldn't ask for anything more. Right? Because, like, that's just such a great feeling to know that my silly video of me doing a Dobby impression or me dancing makes their day, makes them forget all the issues that they're going through. Like, to me, that's huge. Mm-hmm. And so now, like, I'm trying to get better with my editing, get more authentic with myself. Like, I'm trying to record more talking head videos. I know TikTok is, apparently, I don't know if you've heard this, TikTok is potentially going to be getting banned. I don't think it will, but then again, if it does, whatever, who cares? Yeah. It is what it is. A new platform will take its place at some point. But I will say that, especially with Instagram's where I'm trying to get better with my content. Because TikTok, I feel like I've done really good, at least for I've created my own system, but Instagram's the area that I'm struggling the most with. It has gotten better as far as like what videos I'm trying to emulate and figure out my style of editing, but that's the only area that I'm like, I need to work on the most. Mm-hmm. But I have been very happy with like some of the videos that pop off. Like it's usually certain people that pop off. Like I still haven't edited our videos yet because I have plenty of more.
You know how many times I see your videos and I'm like,
I know
still not there.
It's literally because like I have so many. Like I went back and looked and I was like, I actually have way more videos than I ever need. Like I tallied up. I have a year's worth of videos. Ah. In fact, I have a year's worth of workout videos. 2 years worth of workout videos. If I do once a week, actually no. I have 3 to 4 years worth of workout videos, all just waiting.
How has that journey changed from the beginning, though?
From the beginning, obviously, I was just recording with my phone on the floor, and like I look at the angles, I'm like, wow, that was not a good angle. But that like the lighting, the exposure, the different angles, like I've learned to create a story with it by like typically every exercise and workout I do, I will record 4 different shots, depending on how many sets I'm doing. If I have to, I'll do an extra set. So sometimes I end up doing more work just to get an extra video because sometimes that's what you need. Or if I didn't like the video, I do another set. Anyway, so sometimes I do 6 sets on an exercise. Not recommended, but it happens. But it has gotten easier for me to actually create a story with my videos and get different cuts, like a zoom in, a close-up shot, an action shot of me setting up the machine. Like I've had a lot more fun with it, and it has given me more drive because now I feel like I'm creating something more. Mm-hmm. Plus, just like finding what I like. Like I have a few videos on anime and stuff like that I want to post out. That I'm just like excited because I'm trying to put myself more into the captions as well as into the video itself. Mm-hmm. So content-wise, better video quality, better schedule, timing, more intent on what I'm trying to post and the message I'm trying to get across, as well as just finding myself more within the midst of it. Because I don't want to be, like, as much as I know it's going to be required of my business to, like, be kind of like skits, you know, like how, like, oh, hey, like, you tired of being a fat slob eating chips all the time? Well, here's a workout. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to call people fat because, like, it's not helpful. I get that they need that reminder, but it's at the same time, it's like, can I do it in a nicer way? Like, a way that's not going to be like, you're fat. That sucks. Yeah. Do this instead. Like, people know what they need to do. It's just the way you deliver it. Yeah. So I'm trying to find where's my middle ground to where if I have to do that, I'll do it. I don't mind. But I want to do it in a way that's loving. I want to do it in a way that's like, I get you're struggling, you're frustrated with this, but here's what can help you if you just take action now instead of, sitting around.
Yeah.
Being fat. Just kidding. Waiting around,
Yeah. Your social media game has gotten really good.
Thank you.
It's been awesome
really,
to watch.
Really trying. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll probably have questions for you.
I got you. When it comes to, at least everyone's got their own style. So obviously, if you depending on what field you're in, I wouldn't create videos like yours because they're not going to work for my style, nor would mine work for you. But a lot of the jump cuts and editing tactics, since you have 3 different angles, you have different ways to chop it up and stuff. So it gives you a lot of clips and stuff.
Thankfully, I've got somebody for that.
Yeah,
now.
you got plenty for that. So it makes it easier, and especially whenever you're posting stuff, stories are important to engage, captions, commenting on other people. Even whenever you're scrolling through Instagram, anyone that you relate with, anyone that has posted something, comment on their stuff. That's another thing too. You just comment on theirs. There was a tip that I read in a book. It was talking about the rabbit hole system. If you go through people's accounts, let's say you find some fitness girl and you really love her workout. So, I just tried this. This workout was awesome. Then you see someone else who commented. You click on their post. Then you go and look at one of their videos. You like their video. You comment on their video. You're going through and making connections. Each time you do that, each video and that pops off or whatever, they're going to go and click on your page because I do that. I go into comics and click on people's pages. I'm curious to see why they commented that or more about them and stuff. So you'll be surprised if you do that. People might like it. That gives you eyes. 2, if you're commenting on there and engaging with them, you never know. That might be a connection that might pop off later because you continue to do so, especially someone you're following that you really want to connect with. Just keep planting that seed, watering it every single day. And those are some tips that I would recommend because I'm trying to get better about that, but it has actually paid off quite a few times. I made some connections just from commenting on someone's video.
Interesting. All right, coming up on the last question. Yes. What is the best advice that you could give to anybody listening right now? What you got?
I don't know if I've said this one before, but I dream bigger. I think I might have said it last time, but
it's okay, go with it.
I still think it holds true. It's if you have a dream, I talk too much. That's my fault. If you have a dream, do not be afraid to tell people. Do not be afraid to put it out there. People are obviously not going to agree with it. They're going to say your dream's not going to work. It's going to be a wash. For one, those are not the people you should be around. If it's your family and friends, they are looking out for your best interest. They don't see the vision that you see, but that's why it's your dream and not theirs. Plus, if you have a dream, do not be afraid for it to not work out. I had a dream of being a psychologist, right? Helping people with their... It's what happens when my voice goes... make sure... Whenever I had that dream of being a psychologist, my goal is just to help people. And I can help people in other ways. So that dream is not ended. I'm still fulfilling that dream now. It's just in a different avenue. Same with anyone else. You could have a dream of being an actor, but you actually might, do improv, or you might actually have an ability to where you act so good, but you may not act on a big screen, but you might act in a way that helps soothe other people, make them feel comfortable. You're able to be empathetic, understand what they're feeling, or whatever. If someone bashes on your dream, one, you can look at it like this, and this is a little bit of a petty thing, so don't make this a thing, but it's just the way I view it. It's you're willing to dream when they're not, right? It is your goal. It is your dream. You were the one that came up with it. They're not willing to. They're comfortable with where they're at, and it's okay to be comfortable where you're at. They may not be at the point where they're ready to start dreaming yet. So follow what your dreams are and dream big. Doesn't matter what it is. You want to be an astronaut? Go be an astronaut. Go through the channels, right? Do not stop dreaming and continue to just explore it. You never know what's going to happen. You might actually find that the dream that you had wasn't really your real dream. It might have been an underlying, an umbrella kind of thing where this is the main dream, but actually this sub-dream down here is what I really wanted to focus on. But it's because you went and explored that dream that you met the people that you needed to, you made the connections that you needed to, you actually learned the skills that apply to something else that's going to happen in life. Just follow it. Don't be afraid of what is going to happen. If you do it, you're going to learn more about yourself.
Yeah. Opens doors to opportunities. Yeah. You should. I love that because it's also a reminder that you shouldn't ever stop learning.
Yep. Always be willing to grow. Always be willing to learn. There's so much out there.
Yeah. And there's so many
much
resources available now. Holy moly.
My goodness, it's because I ran out of water.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been...
Yeah. I don't know if... Do you want my answer?
I would love to hear your answer.
My answer for the best advice that I would give to anybody listening right now is no matter what you're going through, trouble-wise, obstacles, a good season of life, a bad season of life, it doesn't last forever.
Yep.
And everything ends up okay in the end.
Yeah.
So enjoy the good moments. Be present in the good moments. Be present in the bad moments because that's where you're going to grow. And just know it's okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
Everything will always turn out in the way it needs to be.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you think? You feel
I think
good
this
about
was
this?
awesome. This was great. No,
I
this
think
is
so,
fun.
too.
I'm excited to see where it's gonna where you're gonna land. Even if you do land, like you might
Yeah.
just keep shooting for the stars and shooting past the stars.
Trajectory.
Exactly. Course correct.
Course correct. Thank you for being a part of this journey. I cannot thank you enough.
Airways, madam.
Yeah.
It is my pleasure to be on this journey with you. I am very excited and very happy for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, you guys, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. So make sure you download, like, and subscribe. Do something kind and have a beautiful day, friends. Bye.
Bye.